Yeah, see?
The music.
All right, guys, got some new, fresh scenarios for you guys. Love to get your take on it. Let's start with the first one. You and a few of your coworkers like to go to lunch every week. For the past 2 weeks, an uninvited coworker just shows up and joins your table. It's making the lunches uncomfortable. But do you, at the end of the day, do you just say, screw it, let him join in, or do you confront him saying, what are you doing, man?
I guess the question is, how uncomfortable is this?
Well, so you're already there and they walk in, or you walk in and they're already there?
No, it's not. He didn't drive with us. He was never asked, hey, do you want to go?
So was it a coincidence that he just keeps finding you, or does he kind of know where you set up your next meeting where it's going to be?
I think that it's not a coincidence that
he's then this is very
inviting
simple.
himself.
Guys, there'll be a private group text of where we're really going to go, but we'll put it out there that we're meeting at this restaurant. That's code. Whatever that is, that's code for across town. So not even the one next door. No. Across town. Because you're uninvited.
But what do you do if it's like at the office? Like people got like a break room or like you go eat lunch there and they just
sit at your desk is what you do in that situation.
I've always done that. I'm so scared to sit in our kitchen and eat lunch.
Really?
Oh, I'm terrified.
I'll top that. There's been times where I don't want to walk in the office with certain people and I'll sit in my car.
You sit in your car?
Because I don't want to have that uncomfortable small talk.
It really is.
Is it going to kill you?
You know what?
I'm still alive, so it hasn't.
Like, I don't think this is that big a deal.
I know.
Evan may have something because I have tried in this building we get a little bit of a break, so I'll go in and have something to eat. And I try to avoid a certain person, and this person finds me all the time and just starts saying, hey, what about this and what about that? And I'm just like, Kenny, why do you keep No, it's not Kenny. I'm like, Kenny, why do you let Roberto get near me all the time?
Oh, no, I don't
David,
bother you that much.
Have I not found corners in this building that I didn't know existed? And Roberto finds me.
I thought you were saying Kenny. That was hilarious. But you're right. He does find you.
He finds me. It's like, I just want to eat in peace. So I just let him know.
Hey, did you hear about this 80s rock metal band?
Yeah. No, it's always...
Hey.
It's always, hey, Rico, let me ask you a question.
Hey, what do you think about this Serena Williams?
I'm telling you. You avoid
That's another person that asked you that question.
I forgot, yeah.
Oh. How do you feel about Tiger Woods?
Like Jackie
I'm
Robinson.
sure you love him, right?
Jackie Robinson, yay or nay?
Jesus. Man.
Not far off.
All right.
It really isn't.
All right, let's do another one here.
Feelings on that MLK guy.
How about this one?
Malcolm or Martin Luther King? Which one?
A few years ago, your wife cheated on you.
And she's still your wife, huh?
Well, you worked it out, and she agreed never to talk to the man again.
I would think that's stage one.
She was recently contacted and informed that the man had passed away and left her his 7-figure estate.
Hey, it was all worth it.
Do you tell her to take the money, or is it really none of your business what she decides to do?
You take that money.
Absolutely.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but it will sure help that situation out.
But here's the thing. It wasn't just inherited. She's running an estate, which now means that her name is attached to his name, and she's running business.
You're going to be seeing that guy's name in your mailbox on your checks for the rest of your life.
Just a reminder of how inadequate you were for a short time in your life.
But you got a lot of money. I mean, I'm kind of okay with it.
I feel like you get the last laugh. He's financing your life now.
Right. Ha-ha!
It would be difficult, but...
You take the money. Could you imagine the alternative? No, we're not taking a cent of this multi-million-dollar payout.
Some people have
what, for
morals
your
like that.
pride?
No,
for your stupid pride?
It's not stupid pride when you realize this guy almost caused the end of our marriage.
Right. I understand that.
The least he could do is compensate you for it.
Right, and I get that. You see his name everywhere, the mail, but this man's dead. I'm good. Give me the money.
Right. She's got to go and, hold meetings in his name.
Yeah, so be it.
Board meetings.
You know what? I just won't be part of that, but go have fun. and don't sleep with his brother.
I'll spend his money while you're doing the meeting.
I could handle seeing Evan's name on my checks. For
Yeah.
Why you got to kill off Evan?
Yeah, I forgot about that part. He did just do that, didn't he?
Right, he just did kill, smooth kill. I just think it would be a lot more difficult than what you guys are thinking. Like, oh, it's just money.
I think you block it
I
out.
think
You
the
block it
difficult-
out.
No, it's but
guys can compartmentalize. We all can and do.
it is.
And if you got over it too, this will make it a lot
here's what-
easier.
True.
I can promise you, there are sports plays you've never gotten over in your life. And that's just sports.
Yeah, but if they're going to pay me to get over it,
You still won't get over it.
hey, Rashid,
You'll
instead
live
of
with
getting
it.
out to the corner, cut me a check for $1 million and I'll get over it.
And now
I'll never talk about it again.
You
I
have
promise.
$1 million and you're still pissed at Rashid. Like,
Nah, I'll invite him over for a party.
I guess, I don't know. Maybe
His
I'd
name be
like
John.
to think that
Why
it,
Rashid?
I
This
just
just first
think
popped in my head as he left Ori open. He's Big Shot Bob. Why am I talking about this?
I
I'm
guess
sorry.
I would like to think that it would hurt a little bit more than just it's money out. So you're basically saying it's the Robert Redford movie. It's for $1 million, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying I'm okay
Decent
with what
proposal.
happened.
Right? Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No.
$1 million.
See,
I'm cool.
I would agree with you, Rico, if it was like still fresh. Like this just happened. You just found out. Oh, Andy just died. Then I think I would be on your side. But if I was willing to take her back after the cheating, then obviously, I guess I would have to take the
That's
cash.
right. If you've made the decision to stick with her,
It makes it a little bit better.
yeah.
Because at least when you think of the guy now, you can go look at your Mercedes.
Right, but the Mercedes is basically just a
reminder.
souvenir.
It is.
Like, yeah,
Not
every
anymore.
time you get in a Mercedes, oh yeah, you screw my wife.
Hey,
But
So,
hey,
so hold on,
it's a
you're
new
not,
car.
Hold on, just to clarify, you're not taking the money?
I'd probably be
no,
uncomfortable.
he's just going to
taking
be
the
pissed broke.
Nah, I may be uncomfortable taking the money.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. This one is actually a true scenario from someone on this show. Here we go.
Can we first start by guessing who's the scenario?
Maybe you'll
Who
be
said
right.
it and deal breakers?
You need to replace a few ceiling fans in your home. Many people tell you it's a pretty simple DIY project. However, when you look it up on YouTube, it seems a little over your handyman level. Do you attempt to try and hire someone if you can't figure it out? Or do you not even attempt it, don't even open the boxes, and pick up the phone and call somebody?
So who is it?
I'll admit it is me. Look, I don't like dealing with electricity, and that's dealing with electricity,
no,
man.
David, here's
And
the
that's
thing.
a lot of guys, a lot of people's thing.
I had a light switched out. Same thing. Because people are like, oh, you could do that yourself. Gas and electricity.
Don't
I
mess with
I don't
it.
like to mess with it because, not trying to be like, I don't want to end up electrocuted and dead over
a light.
$150 and just
Turn off
paying
your
this person.
circuit
I was just,
breaker.
I'm not the most handy guy, but you just turn them off.
No, but
you
all of
turn
a
the
sudden-
circuit breakers off.
Right,
Yeah.
you turn it off, but you didn't wire it correctly. You turn it back
Well, then
on.
you
I'm
sue
not
DTE or
wiring it.
whoever it
I mean,
was.
this
No,
is
If you're swapping out a ceiling fan,
You are wiring,
I've
yeah.
wired
We're
fans, but
wiring.
you know that great thing they make now is that voltage pen where you point it up to the, where the.
Do you know how to
outlet is.
use a voltage fan?
Yes,
Well,
I've
he
used
looked it up on YouTube.
But here's the thing: I was telling David yesterday. Even though I use that pen, I can't 100% rely. I'm still like this. I'm still shaking. And like I'm touching
Right.
the wires. Like, please,
Dude,
God,
it's-
please,
And so the
God,
minute
God.
you all talk me into doing this, and now I'm dead, you all are like, "Oh man, I really wish I'm dead now."
But hold on, is that really a thing that like the circuit breaker you could turn it all the way off and this thing's still going to be firing
No,
out
no, no, no.
electricity?
No,
You just turn the whole
nobody's
house
saying if
off.
you
That's
do
what
it-
I'm saying. I'm
No,
saying
I said
turn off the house.
when you turn it back on.
If you did it
done
wrong.
Oh,
I mean,
well, I mean that's a different story.
Now my
then.
house is on fire.
That's on you. I was
Right.
going to say otherwise that's on the person that
have
installed
a bucket of
all
water.
I mean, like I said,
Yeah, and use a fan.
Same thing. I installed a gas stove, and I'm like, I could do this. And everybody, no, pay somebody. I'm like, it's just simple connections.
Do
And
you
it
have
was-
a bunch of holes in your ceiling right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's
You didn't like
lights there.
start it and then
No,
you-
I have to replace a
Oh.
fan and then add a fan to my kids' room. That's just a light there. So nothing's been started yet.
What's he need a fan for? I didn't have a fan growing up. Talk about
Neither did
privileged,
I,
huh?
A
but-
few years ago in my old house, my father-in-law helped me put up a ceiling fan. Took us 7 hours.
Was there already like the wiring up there?
Yes.
Jeez, isn't this like installing a doorbell? Like,
But see, you know what? Here's the thing. I felt justified when I got the light installed because he had problems installed. I was like, see,
well, maybe you got a faulty guy.
no, he was just like, okay.
So if it would have been you doing it,
All right,
it would have
Bob
been
Vila.
forever. Yes.
Yeah, take the $2 million that you got from your wife.
I would hire some
Right.
Get the job done.
or install the clapper. Never have problems again.
Do we have time for one more?
We got
Sure.
time.
Okay, here we go. Your regional manager is in town, and he asks you to go to dinner. He takes you to a restaurant you would never be able to afford, and he orders a very expensive bottle of wine. The bill comes, and he asks you to contribute your half.
No chance.
Do you pay exactly what you ordered or go in on the half, not to make things awkward?
Isn't it like, in all reality, the person that invites the other person out has to
They have
expect
to
to pay.
Yes.
No matter if
This
it's a
guy's
date,
not going by
if it's
it.
a friendship. Like,
It's the regional manager.
He's under the assumption that you were going to split it, but didn't tell you that.
I'm saying
Then
no.
you know what? That's a hard lesson he's going to learn.
When you just walk out and
Hey,
leave.
I didn't I thought honestly, see, this is where I'd be like, I thought you were paying.
Right.
It's like, I don't even drink, dude. Why'd you order
Right.
that bottle of wine?
Well, like
I didn't even
realistic,
touch it.
like realistically, you could probably pay up, but then you'd be feeling it a little bit because you said this is a nice restaurant. This is
Yeah.
above,
Yeah, you wouldn't
above
go
your,
to.
above your pay grade.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go
Some
there
places
often.
you wouldn't spend money on this anyway.
Right. So you got to
Right.
set your boundaries. You have to say something. You can't just be complicit and pay your half. Right. You have to say, like, dude, I'm not.
I didn't expect. I didn't think I was paying half. You invited me to come out, but oh no, if
What an
that's the
awkward
case.
conversation.
No,
It is
I'm
awkward,
just
right?
going to shame you. Like, you can have half, but I guess things aren't going well at the region because you need money from me.
Don't you have some sort of corporate card? What are we doing
Right.
here?
Right. Exactly.
Maybe I need to look for a job because
Times
if
are
we got
tough.
to do this.
Imagine that standoff. You guys are just kind of passing it back and forth. Or there's a King of Queens episode where they both refuse to pay.
You know
they
what?
keep getting up for the bathroom.
Right, and out of full spite, I may just, you know what? I'm going to pay for the whole thing and just
Ooh,
label
that's
you a
nice-
deadbeat.
That's a good one, too.
I'm going to label you a deadbeat.
a
And
good
then
one.
talk about it on the
You-
radio the next day.
Yep.
Hey,
You
you know
brought
what?
me
Just give it to
here,
me.
and you didn't have enough money to pay for something. I'll pay for it all.
Hey, you want to go out to dinner?
And I'm going to tell
Yeah,
everybody.
I got a real nice place, Rico. I'll be ordering bottles of wine, and we both don't drink.
You can be working in one of those 8 Mile Gentlemen clubs.
Oh.
And that is Deal Breakers 97.1.